Hello Actuarial students, it's James from theinfiniteactuary.com here to tell you about TIA Study version 2.2. Now there are two main features added in version 2.2. The first one, it's kind of a big one. Notifications. In your left-hand panel, you have a new bell icon, which will take you to notifications, which is where your instructor is going to send you important updates about the course. The next big feature is a custom unlock method for practice and review, which is a little bit confusing. So let's just wait until the demo and I'll just try to explain that there. Then I'm going to talk about two very minor bug fixes that probably didn't impact you, but just for the sake of completeness, I'll put those here. Now there are links in the description to the specific parts of this video. So if you want to jump around, you can do that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have lots more great content planned coming up. And if you have any feature requests that you'd like to see implemented in TIA Study, leave those in the comments below and we'll do our best to get those rolled into TIA Study. So with that said, let's jump over to TIA Study and see these brand new features in action. Okay, here we are on TIA Study. So let's sign in. And you're going to see when you first sign into version 2.2, you're going to be prompted if you want to allow the Infinite Actuary to send you notifications. Mine says localhost because this is a development box. But yours will say, theinfiniteactuary.com wants to show notifications, and I highly recommend that you click allow. We will not spam you with notifications, so you're safe to click allow. And now you see our new notifications tab with one notification already. Actually, before I share the notifications, I want to show you how you can see what version of study you're running. If you come over here to settings, down here at the bottom, you'll see what version of study. And if you click on this, you'll actually see the release notes. But no need to read that because I'm showing you what's new in version 2.2 right here. Okay, so let's hop over into notifications. So I'm just going to click here and we see our very first notification. There are two views here, the inbox and archived. We obviously haven't archived anything, so we just have something in our inbox. And the blue dot represents that we haven't read this notification, which matches the blue badge color. Very nice. So if we click on this, we see our message from our instructor or from some TIA staff member. So this says important updates will appear in the notifications tab. For very important or time-sensitive notifications, you'll also receive a push notification. So that was what you were allowing when it first prompted you. You don't have to allow that if you want. All the notifications, including push notifications, will appear in the notifications tab. I just recommend that you do. And as I said, I promise we won't spam you. So let's actually see what a push notification looks like. So I'm going to send one as an instructor up here. And now we should see on my screen down here, a little notification pop up. There it is, sample push notification. And if you just click on this, it will actually take you to that notification. I should also note that you don't have to be on theinfiniteactuary.com/study to receive this notification. If you just have Chrome open at all and doing other things, you'll receive this notification. But I'm just going to click on it here manually. And it says this was a sample push notification. And we have a cool little GIF here. So now let's talk about how you should actually manage these notifications, because you probably just don't want to let them build up in the inbox. Most of the time, it's probably just going to be some information that you need to know, but you don't need to take any action on. So after you've read it, I recommend you just archive it. So in this case, I read this sample push notification and I can just archive it. And if it's something that I need to take action on, I can leave it in my inbox until I've completed that action, and then I can archive it. If I really want to give myself a reminder that I need to take action on it, I can mark it as unread and I'll get the badge back. So if it's something that I need to do, but I don't have time to do right now, I can just mark it as unread, go back to doing whatever I was doing in TIA Study, and later I can come back and see that my notification is unread, and then I can take my action on it, and then I can archive it. So the goal, I think, would be to keep your inbox nice and clean. Now, if you go over to archived, you can actually bring these back to inbox if you want to. So you just click on this little triple dot, and you can click mark as unread, or you can restore it, or you can use this button over here, however you want to do it. So if I click restore, it's going to move it back to my inbox, but I don't want it there. I want it archived. Now let's take a look at what notifications look like on an iOS device. So when you sign in, just like in Chrome, you're going to be asked if you want to allow notifications, and I'm going to select allow. And because TIA Study syncs between my iOS device and Chrome, I see that my two archive notifications are sitting there nice in my archive folder, and my inbox is nice and clean. Now I'm actually going to close TIA Study so I could be doing anything else on my phone. And as an instructor, I'm going to send a push notification, and let's see what this looks like on an iOS device. I get a little pop up there. If I tap that, it brings me to my notification section, and I see that notification is unread. So if I click on that, it says the exam registration deadline is tomorrow, and I get a nice link here that I can actually click and just sign into SOA.org and make sure that I'm registered for the exam. Now let's take a look at Android devices. So let's sign in on this Pixel 4. Now for an Android device, you're not actually prompted to allow notifications. It's allowed by default. And of course, we're synced between our iOS and Android and Chrome device. Everything is kept in sync. So our inbox here, we still have this exam registration deadline. So let's go ahead and archive that. Now we have a nice clean inbox. And I'm going to exit out of TIA Study, and I'm going to send a push notification, and let's see what it looks like on an Android device. On an Android device, you don't actually get a pop-up. You just get this little circle and a chime. I don't know if you heard that. So if I actually pull down from the top, I see good luck on your exam tomorrow. So let's click on that. And it takes me into TI Study, and I get my notification for good luck on your exam. Now let me show you, if you don't want to receive notifications, it's really easy. You can just hard press on TIA Study, click App Info, and currently its notifications are allowed. So if I just click here and toggle this off, then you won't receive any push notifications from TI Study. You'll still receive the notifications inside the app itself. You just won't have the little chime and the little circle up here when a push notification is sent. So again, I recommend that you keep this on. Well, that about wraps up notifications. Let's take a look at custom unlock method. Okay, now we're back in Chrome, and I want to talk about the custom set of lessons unlock method. But before I do that, let me actually take a step back and talk about the unlock method, because you may not be that familiar with it. So, and this works the same in both practice and review. Now, if you're on a written answer exam, you might not have this practice section. It's really for multiple choice preliminary exams, but I'm going to kind of cover both of these at the same time because they work exactly the same. So as you watch lessons, it unlocks either the problems or the flashcard. So if I come over here to learn, and I go all the way back out to the top level, you can see that I haven't watched any lessons yet. Everything is gray. So if I go to review, my review inbox cards is 0 because nothing is unlocked, and my unlock method is watched. Now I can change that to all lessons, and you'll see that I get 50 cards in my review inbox. There are actually 357 cards in total, and they're all actually unlocked right now, but we limit the review inbox to 50 new cards each day so that you don't get bombarded with too many cards at a time. But if we go to browse all cards, you can see now all of my flashcards are blue because they're unlocked. Whereas when they were watch lessons, if I go to browse, you'll see that they're gray because they're not unlocked. And what custom set of lessons allows me to do is it allows me to select some subset of lessons to do the unlocking. So not use watch, not use all, but I get to choose exactly what is unlocked. So let's do that. Maybe I know that I want to focus on a specific area, like say annuities. If I select B here and hit save and I go to browse, you'll see that only B is currently blue. All right. So this might be useful if you're retaking exam or it's just late in the process and you know there's a specific area that you want to focus on. Now, of course, you could just come over here, select the cards that you want, and then review the cards this way, but this just allows you to use the review inbox. And likewise in practice, you can select a custom set of lessons, like maybe you just want to focus on bonds, E1, and maybe really just these first 3 lessons. And so I click save here, and now you'll see that guided practice has 4 questions for me to work. And if I click browse all problems, you'll see that only those specific problems are unlocked. I think most people probably will never use custom unlock method, but for those that are interested in something like that, it's now available. Now let's talk about the 2 bug fixes. They both only apply to mobile devices. So the first one was if you were browsing problems, so let's just browse all problems, and you tried to discuss on forum, here it would just do nothing. And now that's fixed, it takes you to the forum. So that's the first one. The second one was only on an iOS device and only for IFM if you were working problems, so start guided practice, and you were trying to use the normal calculator. Whenever you tried to enter a value here, the keyboard kept disappearing, and now that is fixed. So those are the only 2 bug fixes that we had for version 2.2. Okay, that wraps up the video for study version 2.2. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.